Hi everybody. Today is Wednesday, March 7th. I'm a little flushed, but I just put lotion and all my doodad stuff to try to help me look younger and better. Um, I wanted to talk a little bit about something. A family member of mine who's very young, um, I just found out 10 o'clock last night, got into some trouble about 7 weeks ago. Um, and this person will have a court date this month. I will be there to find out what's going on. Underage drinking, not thinking right. Uh, this person backed into some woman's car who lived in New Hampshire but was out here in Vermont. And, this person, my family member, scared this poor woman who was 53 years old that, she had called 911, didn't know what this person's problem was. She was scared. She was told after she crossed the line in New Hampshire to go to the police station out there, which she did. And this family member ended up crashing the car, totaling it. And my mom is the co-signer. So she's trying to figure out legally what she can do. She just got a car 6 months ago or so. A newer one. My mom is working very hard for about the past 6 to 8 months. And, if this person ends up going to jail, this person has 4 charges. One, of course, is DUI, and the other 3 are very, very serious charges. I know I made a mistake 4 years ago. And I was drunk, and I was trying to get a job. And where my sister worked was a nursing home. And I went there the first time and applied to clean the sheets. And the interview went great. I thought it was about an hour long. And looked at me, didn't send me home and say, oh, we'll call you, let you know. Turned around and said, great interview. But there's more people who are qualified for this position. I'm just washing sheets and folding them. Seriously. A couple months later, my sister calls me again and says, they're looking for a cook. You have culinary experience. You was a manager twice. You did it for 20 years. I started doing it at 14. I'm 40 now. I went to a trade school. I have a certificate in culinary arts. All right, so I go again, fill out the application, get a call back a couple weeks later. I go, I'm all psyched. Hour-long interview again with the same person. And again, I got told there were people better qualified for the position. Okay. Well, I had $10 on me from picking blueberries. And, went across the street from my sister's house. Got all the beer, 24 ounces that I could. Drank half of them with her. Cocked out of my mind. I saw a dog. I remember seeing a dog as I was almost home, which was about an hour walk. From where my sister lived, it was about 4.5 miles away. And, I went and I was petting the dog, and the dog didn't have any water, and I knocked on the door, went through the garage, knocked on the door opened. So I went inside and got the dog some water. Gave the dog some water. I remember I had to go to the bathroom really bad. I went inside the house. I used the toilet, and apparently I took 2 Tylenol. And while I was in the house, they came home. So I got charged with a very serious charge for being in their home while they were there, even though they weren't there, but they caught me in the house. I was facing 25 years for this. My public defender thought it was a misdemeanor when I let him know the day I had to go to court, which was 2 weeks later, that it was not a misdemeanor. He had no clue. And then he had to do some detective work and figure out how come it wasn't a misdemeanor, which it should have been. I should have got charged with, breaking and entering. And I should have got charged with, DUI, being drunk in public. Didn't get charged with DUI. Didn't get charged with breaking and entering. So about 9 months later, when I finally went to court, And my lawyer asked, how come this is not a misdemeanor and it's a felony? The state said, we are sick of people coming from other states and coming here and thinking they can do whatever they want, and we are going to make a statement with me. All right, fine. I took the plea deal. I had to write a letter of apology, which was not a problem. It was 2 pages long. I just explained what I was going through, and I just moved out here. I lost everything because I was out here taking care of my mom, who was sick. She had 2 major surgeries in 4 months. I lost everything, my clothes, my furniture, my apartment that I had for 2.5 years by myself. So I just lost everything, and I was very depressed at the time. I'm not going to say it wasn't. So I had to go through major counseling for a year. I had to do 6 months rehab in a woman's group, which I graduated. I did all of that. I had to go see my public defender because I was on maximum every single week, and I had to call her every single week. While I was on maximum, she actually stopped over at my house twice. Not announced. I also had to do breathalyzer test whenever they wanted to, which was usually twice a month. And I would have a field probation officer who would come to my house. Sometimes it was 8 o'clock at night. Sometimes it was during the week. Sometimes it was on the weekends. Sometimes it was 6 o'clock in the morning. And then I had to do a year of, what's that called? Community service. So I did all that stuff. And community service, I was working from 9 o'clock in the morning to 2:30 in the afternoon. I couldn't go ahead and, get a job. How could I do that? Hi. So, this is going on with a family member. Unfortunately, it's awful. So I didn't sleep good, as you can see. And I'm not going to start to do any schoolwork until Friday because I have to process what's going on. So the court date is in 12 days. I will be there. I will let everybody know what's going on, but I just won't say who the person is, no names, no ages. I just hope this person has learned their lesson, because I tried to give this person advice, and this person just knew everything. Just got a brand new car, didn't even have it a year. As far as we knew, the payments were being made. As far as we know, the payments are still being made, but the car is now totaled. Working at a 4-star restaurant in Vermont is a great thing. Working there for 4 years, the only job this person has ever had, that's amazing. All gone, all downhill. So that's what's going on. Me and my husband did go bowling. I will be posting that video shortly. And yes, he did kick my ass. I have a carpal tunnel tendonitis, so when we went bowling, I had to use these on my hands. We did 2 full games. Shoe rentals, not bad, $20. We were there in about an hour, 20 minutes. And so the first game, I had a 72. He had an 82. Second game, I was kicking his ass when I found a lighter ball. I was using the 8, but I was having a hard time bowling with it. So I found a 7. My fingers just fit. So I decided to do better, and I was kicking his butt, 25 points ahead of him. Nope. 2 last frames. He started to get strikes. I ended up getting 3 strikes. But the first game that we did, I couldn't even get spares. So he won by 10 points again. I had 100, and he had 110. But that's okay. In a couple weeks, I'm going to kick his butt. It will happen. Now that I know they have a 7-ball, be a lot easier. And they got a lot of video games that you can do for $1, racing, shooting together, and a few of them pinball, so we're going to do that too. So, hope everybody has a great Wednesday, and, oh, yeah, you can see it's purple. See, I still have dye right here, and it's been about 13 days. Will not come off. Bye. Have a great day, everybody.